Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. I am Ankur Vora, the co-founder of the Outreach Collective. I am so happy and honored to have with us today four of our distinguished partners who will be talking about the work that they're doing as I mentioned in my WhatsApp post also and on LinkedIn also. I mean, these four of them are fantastically successful people that have been running their businesses very successfully and have contributed to the education. I think today is a very interesting by having Dr. Samir, who is the co-founder and CEO of Yangpoo Education, which is doing some phenomenal work in the space of education to students from across the world. I mean, I was talking to him briefly in the afternoon today where he told me that he has been working with Harvard University as their single point of contact for all their executive learning and various different programs, which I'm sure Dr. Samir will talk about today, and various other fantastic institutions as well. I was very impressed with what he told me, and I said, I mean, this is a fantastic way to kick off today's Power Partner series with somebody of your stature talking about the work that you are doing. So I will quickly, without wasting any time, like to invite Dr. Samir over to the platform. As I mentioned, we have 12 minutes dedicated to each Power Partner today. And in those 12 minutes, they will be presenting about their company, their services, whatever it is that they want to present to all of you. And we will have these four presentations, 12 minutes each. I will be keeping the time and request my four presenters message also at the end of the 12 minutes so that you can wrap up with next couple of minutes. So maximum 14, what I can give over and above 12 minutes. So thank you so much. I will, one more thing, Q&A will happen at the last. We will have specific breakout rooms for people who may want to have one-on-one conversations with our four partners. So stay back till the end of this session. If you have any Q&A, feedback, any partnership inquiries that you want to make with four of them. So with this, I will move over to Dr. Samir Karkhanis from Yangpoo Education.
So hi, good evening, everybody. Am I audible? Audible and visible? Okay, super.
Yes,
so, Ankur,
yes.
Super. So Ankur, thanks a lot for this opportunity and a warm good evening to all of you. My name is Dr. Samir. Next 10-12 minutes, I will share with you what we do as a company. I will also expose you to some opportunities where we could work together. Yeah. So I'll just quickly put a slide up, and that will give you a feel on the nature of work we are doing for the last 8 to 10 years. By qualification, by profession, I have been an educationist for more than 2 decades. Worked with brands like Wellinger. I almost spent my entire youth working for Wellinger, V School, what you know today. Since 2017, I started this company, Yangpoo Education. It's a funded company. My scope of work involves working with learners across the world to provide learners to businesses. And I work very closely with universities. When I mean university, I mean universities whom I represent, and universities and higher academic institutions for whom I also sell some products to. Most of our TOCN members, the premium category A 1% institutes in this country are my customers. And you'll see what I mean by that. Some of the many brands that we represent in the space of Ivy Leagues, we work with Harvard Business School and their various divisions. I launched Harvard Business School in India in 2016. I'm one of their exclusive partners in the world, actually only partner in the world for Harvard Business School Online and Harvard Business School publications. So many of you use case studies, simulations, HBR, all that is done through our company, Yangpoo. Then IESC Barcelona is again a very premium ranked world #1 brand in the executive education space for the last 7 years. It's in Barcelona, Spain, with 12 campuses across the globe. I'm their India regional fellow. And then we have brands like Wellinger, NMIMS, Triple IT. Singularity is something which I'm working closely with now to bring them on board in India. Deakin Australia. We have some content investments of our own. So I'm an investor in a celebrity learning platform, Celebrity School, very, very popular among K-12s and schools, where you have skills like communication by Sabira Merchant, acting by Nawazuddin Siddiqui, singing by Shan, Kukri by Ranveer Brar. So it's a community learning, very high quality Indian version of masterclass. Ekeeda is my another investment, which is in the space of data sciences, as well as cloud computing. We sell programs there. We do huge number of enrollments throughout the year. We proudly also like to tell you that we have 40,000 hours of pre-recorded content for 70 universities for engineering. So that's what we do. Ekeeda, EduClass, Lithan EduClass is a Singapore government funded and supported digital accelerator. I run India's first employer-funded education program where we charge 0 fees for a postgraduate master's MSc degree from Unimarconi University, Italy. And we run a 24 months program where Triple IT Bhagalpur is involved, Singapore EduClass is involved, Unimarconi is involved. We charge 0 fee post-graduation with employment guarantee. It's a big initiative we are working on. So these are some of the programs which my company operates in India and globally, right? We've grown over a period of the last 6 to 7 years with multi-location offices and teams across India and globally. That's what we do. Today, I'll spend more time on an opportunity and a brand which is like considered as gold standard when it comes to management education, and that's the Harvard Business School. So just let me take you through that. Okay, just to give you an idea, very strong investors from Martech, from FinTech, from banking, very senior vice chancellors and academicians are my board members and my investors in my venture. You guys would excuse me for that. I'm in a club where I had a session since morning, so I'm using their services. So you'll have some disturbances with it. So welcome to Harvard Business School, 400-year-old university, UG, PG, PhD, everything. But my focus is more on Harvard Business School, the business school division of the Harvard University, currently headed by a person with Indian origin, Dr. Shrikant Datar. Very strong initiatives in the digital space, in the content space is what Harvard is currently working on. We call it the One Harvard Experience. Idea very clearly being to create T-shaped manager, belief being depth of the T, engineering, accountancy, management, science alone is not enough. You will need a width of the T because there are no jobs tomorrow. All jobs are temporary, freelancing, project driven. So skills are going to be very different than conventional education. So the width of the T will be design thinking, innovation, entrepreneurship, analytics, communication put together will create survivors for tomorrow. And that's what Yangpoo, Harvard, we all work in that direction. We believe in integrating content in curriculums and syllabuses, and that's the background. Yeah. Idea is to work with university partners in India and globally who have the same sense and understanding of the education ecosystem and outcomes. Primarily, objectives are to get the academic rigor in your regular syllabus, enroll more students, enroll students faster, global integration, global branding. How do you get better fees by integrating high quality content? Can you launch new programs by having our content? That's also the idea. And finally, better placements and better rankings. So if your objectives as a university or a higher education institution is also to do the same thing, then probably there is a synergy and where Harvard Business School would like to partner. Just to give you a glimpse on whom do we work with. So these are the kind of partners we work with in India. I'm just showing you India as of now. These are the best 1% in this country, around 185 partners, plus 60 more, which we are currently in conversations with. So this covers each and every IIM in this country, most of the IITs in this country, most of the top deemed private universities and business schools are our customers. So they use our content in their various UG, PG courses. So again, we tell everybody we are not just case studies or course material, we are knowledge partners. We are the largest in this world when it comes to content. And there is a reason why we say that. It's not only the Harvard content on our HBP platform, there is content from 60 of our other partners. So if you see the screen here, all this content is available in the form of simulations, case studies, online courses on the Harvard Business Publishing platform. When we collaborate with Indian institutions, we make all of these things available to them. So this was quickly what I wanted to show you, but one or two more things which could be of interest. So 3 or 4 solutions quickly I'll show you where we can associate and then what we can work together with. One, we have foundation programs from Harvard Business School, 6 programs for as small as $100 per student per annum. All these institutions use this as their foundation program for BBA and MBA. Case studies, 12,000 case studies. Every business school in this world who uses case studies use a Harvard case study, and we want to now take it to more and more institutions. Case studies of that old 20-25 pages still continue, but we have moved ahead to brief cases, multimedia cases, and our latest offering is about podcast cases. That is what the youngsters of today love. So we make that also available to our learners. So one is online short duration courses. Then second is the case studies. Third is simulation, one of the best way to teach today. Here also you have multiple simulations running from 30-40 minutes to around a few hours. Again, from the Harvard Business School and also from other top simulation partners in the world. All these things are available on a single platform for our learners and our institutional learners. They cover from marketing to supply chain, every possible topic you can have simulations available. So across sectors we are covering. The idea to tell you whether you're in hotel management or in engineering or management, BBA, MBA, various networks, all simulations available for you. This is our most in-demand solution known as early career services product. These are 43 short duration courses from communication to leadership to self to business. This is known as Harvard Managed Mentors, one of the most sought after product in the Harvard Business School portfolio. 43 courses with Harvard Business School certifications, and many institutions use this to groom their students for internships, for placements. So these are early career solutions. So this is the final solution from Harvard. So 4 products. And again, this covers all possible gamuts of management. Yeah. Benefits, our more focus. So this you can take back to your education institutions also. We believe in teaching faculty members first, academicians first. And so for doing that, we provide all this content. Almost 60% of our material is made available free for academicians. We have a lot of training program for your faculty members to train them how to teach with case studies. Like today and yesterday, we have a program going on in IIM Ahmedabad for faculty members from across India on how to teach with case studies. Next week, we have a program on how to teach with simulations. And this is offline, online, pre-recorded, 24/7 support to academic fraternity across the world. Author videos, demonstrations, everything. So once the faculty is convinced, they start using it in the syllabus. This is for the faculty members, any of your institutions which you represent. If you need any faculty login IDs, premium educator access, please let me know. I will be more than happy to provide that to you. For students, of course, they love the certifications, current latest learning, very, very high quality stuff, interactive from Harvard Business School. So they love this and it helps them in their journey. Institutions, all agreements, partnership directly with Harvard Business University and your local institutions, special pricing, scholarship, teaching packs, co-branding activities also possible. So if you see the Ashoka University and Harvard Online,
Samir sir.
yes,
Sorry
done.
to cut in. Sorry to cut in. We have 1 minute to
Yeah.
go.
Super, last slide. Yeah, so helpful for institutions, universities, anybody interested in this kind of a collaboration, more than happy to do that also. And as an individual offer to you all, if you are into consulting or you have the relationships with universities, if you would like to partner with us, more than happy to discuss those things. Yeah. So that's from my side. Thank you very much for the patient listening. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Samir, for that wonderful presentation. It is amazing to see the wonderful work that you're doing with some of the premium universities in India and abroad. May I now quickly invite our partner from Aura Education Consulting, Mr. Deepak Tyagi, please, for his presentation.
Thanks, Ankur. Good evening, everybody. My name is Deepak Tyagi, and I am the co-founder and director of Aura Education. I'll quickly work on the slide. Is my slide visible, gentlemen?
Yeah. It's still loading. We can see your screen. Yeah, now it is visible. Yeah.
All right. So just a background about me. I've got close to 21 years of sales and marketing experience, and worked across various industries in training, IT, education. Of course, over the last 11 years has been in the education sector. My last stint was with Akash Digital, where I was managing the entire Western business. But post acquisition by Byju's, I decided to do something on my own, and Aura is something that I started a couple of years back. So I'll take you through what we do. Some very interesting work. Of course, I'm very excited with the with this particular set of people that we interact with. Some amazing interactions I've seen on the WhatsApp group, and I'm personally looking forward for the Shulini interaction where we could collaborate and meet one-on-one. So this is something about us. I've got my business partner who's based out of London, Pawan Srivastava. He was the CEO of a $15 million company based out of US. He works with us based out of London, and he's front-ending our initiatives of tying up with the US universities. So currently the focus is on the US market. I'll come through what we do exactly in the next slide, but that's just to give you an understanding the bunch of experience and the people behind the organization. So when we started this couple of years back, we said, how do we bring quality, affordable education in the international space to our Indian students? So that's where we kind of started with. You know, we all know there are fantastic universities abroad. Some of them are affordable, some of them are not. But how do we bring in mass an affordable education, quality education to our Indian student? That's what we started with, and we wanted to build on our experience, expertise, the connects that we came across. We worked on various models. We started as a typical agent. We saw that it is not adding value to the student. So when we started Aura Education, we primarily focused on the student in terms of how we can bring quality education to him. So that's the mission statement, that's our vision statement, and that's what we firmly believe in. You know, as I said, quality education should be accessible to all, and that's the whole focus area behind starting Aura. Now, what we do is we work on articulation agreements with American universities to begin with. When I say articulation agreement, we partner between Indian and the American universities, and we facilitate credit transfer between the Indian institution and the American institution. So we work in the undergrad, postgrad segment. In the undergrad segment, we do a 2+2 or a 3+1 kind of a program. So an Indian student studying in US can actually take a credit transfer to an American university and complete his balanced education in the American university. With the new NEP policy, he can get a dual degree, or he could even get a degree directly from the American university. So that's as far as the undergrad segment is concerned. For the postgrad, it's a 1+1 program where programs like MBA, Masters in IT, Computer Science, anything that has to do with STEM education, we do the 1+1 with under the articulation agreement with the American universities and the Indian universities. We have a presence in UK, of course, through a partner, and a US partner office through where we kind of manage all our relationships with the American universities. We also conduct immersion programs and certain educational tours for the K-12 segment and also for universities as well. We've seen a lot of universities today, they do a lot of exchange programs. So we kind of work with them to facilitate these particular services as well. So as I said, we've purely focused on STEM programs because STEM is something where the student gets good exposure in terms of jobs. They get 1 year of CPT when they undergo their programs. And after the completion of their program, they get a 2-year extended optional practical training in the US. So we are purely focused on STEM because I think the Indian market wants jobs once they are done with their education. And that's what we're focusing on right now. So in the undergrad segments, we've got a program like MBA, MS in IT, cybersecurity. Healthcare is a big opportunity for our students in the US market. There's a huge shortage of healthcare professionals in the US. So there's a program there that we concentrate on. Not only programs, what we've also done is we facilitate jobs for our students. We've got a couple of staffing companies in the US who help and assist our students in terms of getting jobs. We prepare them for job interviews in the US. We're also in discussion with a top IT company like Excel Technology, who is looking at an option of taking our optional practical training students once they complete their graduation/post-graduation. So there's a great amount of interest in Indian IT companies to hire our students, and that's what we're working on currently. We also have a lodging boarding facility for all our students all across US. So they don't have to worry when they land up in US, how do they manage their entire lodging and boarding facilities. So the whole objective is that we want to give a 360-degree services to our students, where it's not only programs which are affordable, but ensuring that they are job ready in American market, complete their 2 years. They want to stay in the US, they want to come back. I think India in the next 10-20 years is going to be great opportunity for our students to come back and maybe become startup guys. So that's the program that we do. These are some of our international university partners. As I said, we're currently focused only on the US market, but slowly, steadily, we are seeing a lot of traction from Canadian universities and colleges who are wanting to do an articulation agreement tie-up with us. So, but right now we are purely focused on the US market. Once we kind of stabilize that, the next phase of growth for us is going to be the Canadian and the UK markets as well. These are some of our Indian university partners, very few to begin with. We want to do certain pilots, have some very good traction to see, and then probably we'll kind of expand going with other universities across the market. But those are some of the universities who have kind of tied up and are some of the universities which are under discussions with us for our programs. We are inviting partnerships individually. If you are a US or an Indian institution representative, you want to collaborate, we would be very, very happy to initiate a dialogue with you. There's a good amount of revenue share model that we have in place. At the same time, if you come with network of institutions across, not only in India, but across the globe, we are going to be very excited having a dialogue with you. Those are my contact details. I'm anyways available on the WhatsApp group. Feel free to chat or drop me a message. More than happy to kind of initiate a discussion with you guys. So that's about it. I think a very simple presentation. Of course, we'll in case if you have any queries, doubts, all there to help you out, guys. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Deepak. I mean, this is amazing. In under 10 minutes, you could cover everything, and thank you so much for that. Audience, please remember we will have dedicated to breakout rooms at the end of the 4 presentations. We are through 2 of them, and there are 2 more to go. But if you have any questions, you want to connect with the speakers, we will be pretty soon giving you that access to dedicated chat rooms also. So quickly for the next session, next presentation, I'd like to invite my colleague Shri Puneet Choudhary from MTNR, MNTR Education for his presentation. Puneet, over to you.
Right. Thank you so much, Ankurji. This is really interesting. I hope you guys are able to hear me. Right. So Dr. Samirji, very well presented, and Deepak Tyagi ji, it's really nice and good to know that the amount of work that you're doing. Very nice. So I am Puneet, based out of Bangalore. I am co-founder of MNTR, which is a startup and into the education line for the last 3 years. I am from industry and I have my own MSME, which I'm working very closely with all the Indian Defense Forces. So that's a completely different line. So in education, we have tied up with various upcoming startups who are into very niche products and research and development. So one of my partner is Super AI Polaris, who are doing a very well R&D in applied artificial intelligence. And this course is developed for K-12, higher education, and enterprise level. So the schools, colleges, universities, students, and any enterprise who would want to take our services are free to contact us. I would now pass on to Sahil Agarwal, who will be taking you all through a brief presentation on the artificial intelligence program. Sahil, over to you, please.
Thank you so much, Mr. Puneet, and good evening, everybody. So I am, as Puneet sir said, I am from Super AI. I manage the business nationally, and we'll just bring up a small deck and we'll talk a little. So we're basically a research-based organization in artificial intelligence, and so based on our research, we've gotten into two fields. One is in education, and the other is enterprise. So our vision is basically to bring AI to all. And how do we exactly do it? We do it right from the base level. So that is why we started from K-12 in education. And the way we are approaching is in a completely practical way. So whatever the students are learning, they are practically learning through creating different projects and understanding different concepts. So moving on. Yeah, so this is a bit about our team. So Mr. Jaidev Rath, who's also a director at our organization. So he started this company, and earlier he was the director of the education vertical of Microsoft. So he started Super AI. So we established back in November of 2020. So we're about 2.5 years old. And so basically the vision was to bring AI to all and bring it out in a very democratic and unbiased way. And also on our team is Mr. Sanjay Rajput, who is the MD in our organization. Mr. Ashok Pamati, he was the former CEO of the NASCOM Foundation. And a lot of our enterprise expertise as well as associations comes through Mr. Ashok Pamati. And then it's me. So I'm handling the education part of the business nationally. And also we've got some inroads internationally as well, which I'll be talking about. So yeah, moving on. So like I said, we're working in two main areas. One is education and the other is enterprise. And in education, we're working in K-12 as well as higher education. So these are a couple of our associations and appreciations. So we've been appreciated by the likes of IIT Delhi, JNU, BHU, and also by the member of the Parliament Standing IT Committee. Very recently, we've also gotten empaneled with AICTE. So about in a month or two, they would be sending out mails to all their associated institutions regarding their empaneled education providers in different fields. So we would be one of them in the field of AI. And also we have been appreciated by CBSC as well, and the likes of multinationals like Google, Microsoft, and Amazon as well. And yeah, moving on. Yeah, these are a couple of our associated institutions. So talking mainly about K-12 over here. So these are a couple of schools that we have collaborated with across cities in India like Lucknow, Jaipur, Gwalior, as well as Bangalore, Chennai, and in Kerala, Kochi. So these are different cities and different schools that we've collaborated with. And also now we have expanded our footprint internationally, starting from the Middle East. wherein we've rolled out in schools in Muscat, like Indian School Al Gubra, and also we are in talks in Dubai as well. Moving on. Yeah, so now going a little deeper into our K-12 products. So like I said, we start right from class 3 onwards and predominantly till 12th standard. And we have four or three different offerings for students, and one we have a teacher training as well. So our three different offerings which are there for students. One is our skill-based program, which completely focuses on the different skills that the students can acquire, both in coding as well as artificial intelligence, like game development, app development, web development, computer vision modules, machine learning modules, then neural networks. So at different levels. So we in the skill program we have four different levels which we will be talking about. Then there is our school-based program, which we also call our AAI program, or the Applied Artificial Intelligence program. I will be addressing that also as we move forward. And the third is our AI lab program. So this is our hardware integrated program wherein we set up AI labs at schools, robotics plus AI labs at schools, and we take students through a structured curriculum for the same. And the fourth is our faculty development or the teacher training program, wherein we enable different faculties at school level to be able to take forward the super AI training and course to the student. Yeah, moving on. Now we'll go deeper into each one of them. So when we talk about skill, so this is basically our learning path wherein for students up till class 5, class 6, we use the Blockly based format wherein they don't need to get into syntax and they can just drag and drop blocks of code and concentrate more on the functionalities. And as we go to higher classes, we introduce Python, which is a core development language for doing anything regarding artificial intelligence. So talking a little more about our skill program, so we have it at four different levels. So one is for grade 3rd and 4th. We have a module structure similarly for 5th, 6th, 7th to 9th, and 10th to 12th. And these are all practical classes. Each of these modules ends with a capstone project wherein the student applies whatever they've learned in each of the classes before. And each class also entails a certain project that the student would do at their level itself. Moving on. Now talking about our USP, which is our Applied Artificial Intelligence program. So basically, as NEP 2020 has also emphasized that whenever you're bringing a new skill or technology to a subject to a student, you don't bring it as a standalone way. However, you integrate it with what they're already learning in their curriculums. So what we are doing is that we have made this program interdisciplinary in nature, and we are focusing on their maths and science. And for each of the topic that they are learning in their core curriculum in maths and science, we have mapped it to a coding and artificial intelligence project that they would be making based on that topic. So this is our acquire, apply, innovate approach, wherein acquire and apply part of it is based on school learning. And this we have given as additional learning tools for the teachers and the students of the school. This is present on our Super AI platform itself. And what this helps is for them to deepen their understanding of whatever they're learning in maths and science. Now, where our USP comes into the picture is the innovate aspect of things, wherein we teach our teachers, teach the students to build coding and artificial intelligence projects based on the maths and science topics that they are learning. So going forward. Yeah, so this is the structure basically for every grade. So we have rolled out the AAI program from class 3 to 9, wherein we have made it tightly coupled with their school syllabus, and we are catering to boards such as CBSC, ICSC, also a couple of international boards, and we are mapping state boards as well. As and when we are collaborating with certain governments, so then we are mapping to the state boards as well. Now, this is the structure, say for one academic year, we roll out about 35 to 40 classes, wherein the first 10 classes would be purely a foundation module, wherein the students would be learning practically the core concepts of coding and artificial intelligence, which they would then be applying in the next 30 classes of the subject integrated modules. So 15 for maths and 15 for science. So yeah, so this is our AAI program. Now moving on to our third offering, which is our robotics plus AI lab. So we collaborate with schools. We establish AI labs wherein students learn different kind of projects, and also they are exposed to technologies such as how self-driving cars work, how a home automation system is made, right? Can you make something practically? And also, if I'm teaching you a concept such as computer vision, right, and if I'm helping you make a small application related to computer vision, where else can you apply it? So now if you learned image recognition, what is the where in the real world scenario can you apply it? So that what that helps with is that you're able to help the students tinker and help the students actually look at problem solving, but from a very, very practical approach, that now that I know this concept, where can I apply and solve a real world problem for the same? So we kind of encourage that kind of a learning in students. So this is our AI lab offering. And moving on. So yeah, ma'am, could you change the slide? Yeah. So also we do faculty development programs and teacher training, and our teacher training is in association with AICTE. So any school teacher or a school per se, if they want to register for our teacher training, they would have to go through the AICTE route, and we would be happy to deliver our teacher training for our super AI courses, which they can then further take in their schools. So this is a bit of what we do at K-12 level. And then moving on. So in higher education, what we are doing, this also we are the content that we built or the courses that we are rolling out, we made it interdisciplinary in nature. Here also we are following the applied artificial intelligence methodology, and we are integrating with domain. So our courses are like AI in healthcare, AI in finance, AI in marketing, AI in logistics. So those kind of courses we are building and rolling out at college level. And what this actually helps with is that what is actually happening at industry level. No, there is a lot of digital transformation and a lot of application of AI that is being used in each of these fields. So we try to give the students a yeah, sir.
I'll just under 60 seconds remaining. So
Yeah.
just to wrap up. Yeah.
I'll be done. I'm almost on my last slide. So this is at higher education level. Moving on, at enterprise level, yeah. So these are a couple of our associations at when after they go through our courses, we help with placement assistance as well. So these are a couple of our organizational associations wherein the students we give opportunities to that. And moving on, at enterprise level, what we are doing mainly, we are working in two main areas as of now. One is in agriculture, wherein we are building certain tools for crop enhancement, as well as predicting what crops to grow, etc. And similarly, we are also working in mobile device management. So we are the first company who has built an AI integrated mobile device management solution, and we're working with different organizations and governments to roll that product out. Apart from that, we also do custom development, wherein if you bring to us a problem statement wherein you want to get a certain outcome using the functionalities of artificial intelligence, we would be happy to associate with you there as well. And thank you so much for being patient and listening to me. And thank you, Puneet sir, for getting us this opportunity to interact with everybody. Thank you so much.
And thank you so much, Sahil and Puneet, for that wonderful presentation. As I said earlier, we will have the dedicated Q&A session. So please stick around for another 12 minutes before we finish the 4 presentations. And then we will be doing a dedicated Q&A with separate chat rooms. So quickly, I would like to invite our final speaker for the day, Shri Harish Menon. Harish is used to work with College Board, but now he is setting up something of his own, a very interesting thing. And I'm sure if Harish is doing it, it is going to be one of the things to watch out for in coming days. So I will request Harish to come in and please present. Harish, over to you.
Oh, thank you, Ankur. Those are very kind words to say. Can you hear me? Yep. All right. I'm just going to bring up a PowerPoint presentation. So please bear with me for a few minutes. And let me know if you can see my slides and hear me as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay. Once again, thank you, Ankur. And hello, TOC members. First of all, please join me in applauding the wonderful programs that we just heard today. Such amazing works. We cannot thank you enough for taking your valuable time away from family and friends on a Saturday. For those of you who do not know me, I'm Harish Menon. I've been in the education space for 15 years, first as a management consultant for clients like McGraw-Hill Education and Scholastic. Then I was with College Board, growing their SAT and AP programs and operations, both in the US and worldwide. I began my career in aerospace and software engineering, and now I have relocated to Dubai and I'm on a break. During the sabbatical period, I'm engaging in a few projects that align with my interests, one of which I will be presenting today, Data Ethics for All Foundation, of which I'm a board advisor, and their flagship college prep program, STEAM in AI. In God we trust, all others must bring data. Famous words spoken by William Deming, an American statistician widely known for developing sampling techniques that are currently used in census measurement, labor statistics, and quality control. Now, when he said these words, he was referring mainly to the importance of data measurement and analysis when doing business. But given today's affairs and the world we live in today, I'd like to just add one more word to his statement. And that is, in God we trust, all others must bring data ethically. And I'll just spend a few minutes to talk about why it's so important to be thinking about data and AI ethics. More companies are becoming data companies these days, but the need for data opens the door to abuse. Over the past few years, the EU has fined companies for a total of nearly 3 billion euros for violations of the General Data Protection Regulation, popularly known as the GDPR. Cambridge Analytica scandal way back in 2018 alone resulted in $725 million in fines for Facebook. And reports about how AI-driven decisions discriminate against women and minority members in whether it's job recruitment, credit approval, healthcare diagnosis, and even criminal sentencing are fueling this unease about how the way our data is being collected, used, and analyzed. And so was conceptualized Data Ethics for All Foundation, from a seed of an idea that has now bloomed over the past 2 years into a global community, a platform, and a movement to build an ethics-first data and AI world. The community has grown to nearly 1,250 data and AI champions across 55 countries. And the mission of this foundation is to raise awareness about the ethical use of data, build the next generation of technology leaders with an ethics-first mindset, be it engineers, doctors, architects, marketers, even artists, and tackle diversity in technology through a grassroots approach. Data Ethics for All is actually founded by Shilpi Agarwal, who is a former adjunct faculty at Stanford University and UC Berkeley. She also serves as a mentor for the MIT's $100,000 entrepreneurship competition, a member of the World Economic Forum's Responsible Use of Technology initiative, and an AI ambassador for the deep learning community founded by Andrew Ng. She's a Silicon Valley veteran and a global thought leader in data and AI ethics. And she keynotes and writes for the US Department of Defense, California Department of Education, and the US Chambers of Commerce. She's a fellow alumni of IIT Bombay, and I feel privileged to have her as a friend. STEAM in AI is Data Ethics for All's flagship college prep, career mentoring, research and build, experiential learning program in data science and AI. Today, there exist many new linear as well as non-linear STEAM career paths that students ought to be made aware of, whether or not math, science, or coding are their biggest passions. And so we've taken into consideration 10 important pillars when developing this program. Along with the traditional science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics, we have woven into the design of the program areas such as sociology, the study of human behavior and social relationships, technical education to impart knowledge and skills to build and implement AI systems, ethical considerations such as privacy, fairness, and accountability, analytics to use and analyze data to gain insights into complex systems, and mentoring to provide students with that guidance and support that they need to develop their practical skills, critical thinking skills, and work effectively in interdisciplinary teams. The program is recognized by the US Department of Education as an Engage Every Student ally that provides high quality, out of school time learning opportunities for every child who wants to participate. The program matches students with PhD students from leading universities and technology leaders from top tech companies. Students learn about data science, they get to build an AI model, do research with a strong emphasis on ethics by design. It lasts for approximately 10 weeks in duration and is fully virtual. The program is available largely for grade 9 to grade 12 students. However, college freshmen and sophomore may enroll if they find it valuable, as well as highly motivated grade 7 and 8 students, those with a passion to learn about data science and AI. No coding or research experience is required. And if the student does have coding or data science experience, they will get an opportunity to build upon what they already know. AI consists of 3 packages. There's a foundation package, a master's package, and a full immersion package. And under each package, there are 2 tracks. So a student enrolls in one of these tracks at a package at a time. So for example, within the foundation package, there are 2 tracks, the introduction to data science package, and then separately, there's a data and AI ethics package. In the master's package, the student gets to learn or brush up their basics in data science and AI, does deep dives in data ethics, and builds an AI model. The difference between the 2 tracks in this master's package, however, is that in one, the student gets to build an AI model using publicly available GPTs or generative pre-trained transformers, such as ChatGPT, AutoGPT. But in the other track, the student will get to build an independent AI model ground up. And in the full immersion track, that's where I feel all the value lies in. Here, the student gets to learn data science and AI, data ethics, gets to write a research paper, and then build a data science or AI model. In one track option, the students work in a group with 4 other students with 1 mentor, whereas in the other track, the student works one-on-one with a dedicated mentor. Students get to build data science or AI models that reflect their interests. In working with their mentors, they could explore data science and AI in education, healthcare, finance, any industry or problem areas that interest them. Our network of mentors come from top universities and top technology companies. And here are an example of a few of the mentors that we have profiled. They are world-class researchers and practitioners. Some of them have attended UC Berkeley, UPenn, UC Santa Barbara, and UIUC. They have worked in organizations like NASA, Genentech, Google, Etsy, Turo, etc. But what do students get out of this program? I think this is the only program that teaches students to conduct research, work on a hands-on AI project, but more importantly, with an ethics-first mindset. Their code and models will be stored on GitHub. The research paper will include student names as authors and contributors. They can receive a certificate of completion from Data Ethics for All Foundation. And then those students who enroll in that full immersion package, they get to go on and build leadership skills. They'll get full lifetime access to the platform of data science and AI experts and peers. They will get a lifetime free access for all data ethics for all future challenges and competitions.
Excuse me, Harish.
They can be an AI ambassador in their school and get to host data ethics for all school clubs.
Excuse me, Harish ji.
Yeah.
No, we have 2 more minutes, the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be wrapping it soon. And based on the number of challenges and competitors, competitions that they participate in, they'll get an invitation from the CEO and founder and get a seat on the world's first AI Youth Council. And just to get a taste of this benefit, the current student leaders on this council are building peer-to-peer video lessons on policy, ethics, and technology. And if your student happens to be a US citizen, based on the number of hours they put, they can win the prestigious Presidential Service Voluntary Award. Currently, the 2023 summer cohort is about to begin, but on this slide, you get to see the start dates for the next set of cohorts, the fall and winter 2023 cohorts, as well as the spring and summer of 2024. And registration for these 4 cohorts is alive. This program is definitely a premium program, but for the 2023 cohorts, we have decided to offer a special price of $2,500 to enroll in any of the packages, even the full immersion package. But do know that the pricing will go up in 2024. So I request, if you think your students are a good fit for this program, have them join them sooner. And just to give you an idea, if you're thinking about the similar service providers that are out there, I think this $2,500 is fairly relatively lower in pricing compared to some of the other service providers. I'll wrap it up now. Here is my contact information. If you send me your contact information, email, WhatsApp number, I'll be happy to send you the program's website URL, links for registration, and a copy of these relevant slides, as well as the 2024 pricing. And for TOC members, we are happy to provide a 5% discount for your students. So do please contact me if your students have to redeem the 5% discount. I'd be happy to answer any questions, but for now, I will hand it back over to Ankur Vora. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Harish, for that wonderful presentation. And may I take this moment to congratulate all 4 of our presenters today. I think all 4 of you are doing some amazing work in your own fields. So thank you so much for taking time out and adhering to time limits and presenting your work in under 12 minutes or less than 10 minutes for one of you. Thank you so much. So now, on behalf of the Outreach Collective, again, I would also like to thank all of our members that made it to these presentations. Thank you so much. As Harish said, on a Saturday evening, taking some time out. I mean, it takes effort, it takes intent, and this is what TOC is about. You know, working together as a collective. I would have never known in detail the kind of work that these 4 are doing if I would not have taken this time out today. And same goes for all of you. So I am amazed. I have learned a lot. And thank you so much to all 4. May I now request, so now we'll be going for the, okay, I think Puneet has a thing. Welcome to you, Puneet. Before that, I'd like to request Harsh. Harsh, we will go to our breakout rooms post this. We will conclude here. I mean, these are my concluding remarks, but we'll take one from Puneet and then we can immediately go to breakout rooms.
Thank you, Ankur.
And
Thank
you
you.
can advise everyone, just a minute, advise everyone on how they have to access the breakout rooms, because that is very important. Okay. So once Puneet and me are done with our conversation, we'll come back to you. Yeah, Puneet ji, sorry.
Thank you, Ankur. Thank you. I just like the best part of TOC, the work that we all are doing, especially Super AI, Polaris, and we were interacting with Saurabh Nandaji in the afternoon. Artificial intelligence is one part, but what Harish ji is doing at data ethics is the next level. We have to ensure that we tell all our students that ethics is the most important. So, and together as a collective, we are doing it. That's brilliant. That's all from me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. And that is what we love about TOC, this collaboration, you know, people not working in silos but working together. This is what we want. But thank you so much. Harsh, over to you for the breakout rooms and how we proceed there.
Sure, Ankuji. So I'll open the breakout rooms just now, and you guys will have full chance of going into each breakout rooms if you want. If you have multiple questions from multiple partners, you will have the chance to go to each breakout rooms. I urge each and every one of you to, you know, open up, speak to these people and make use of this opportunity, right? And I'll just open the rooms now. And all the rooms have been named after the participants and after the presenters. So it's easier for you guys to join.
Okay. Okay.
And the breakout.
Yeah, I can see option. Yeah. So I request all the requested people to move to their breakout rooms. Aura, MNTR, Data Ethics for All Foundation, and Yangpoo. I mean, all 4 breakout rooms are open. Request people to join in their respective breakout rooms. We already have 4 people in MNTR, 2 people in Data Ethics for All, and I can see a couple of people going to Aura. Request others also to please move to your respective breakout rooms. There is an option that would have popped up on your Zoom tab. If you're using laptop, there is a breakout rooms option. I think similarly for mobile, there would be an option for breakout rooms, and you can choose which breakout room you want to go to. Please let us know if you face any issues. Harsh is here and I'm here to help you in accessing your breakout rooms.
I believe Samir sir is disconnected
Okay.
from Yangpoo.
I can still see a lot of our colleagues here. I can see Mr. Jitin Chawla, Shivani, Anchita. I mean, these people are also here. They can also move to their. Let us know if you have any issues. Akhtar, Neeraj, if you have any issues, you can please move to your breakout rooms. Sanjay ji, Ananya, this session is over. We are now moving to breakout rooms. Yeah, Harsh, over to you.
Also, if you guys are facing any troubles going into the breakout rooms, please unmute yourselves and state your name and which breakout room you would like to join to, so I can assign you there. That's not a problem
Yeah.
at all.
Shivani, you have any issues in finding your breakout room? Let me know. Sanjay ji, Ananya, Jitin, if you have any issues, please let us know. We can assign you your breakout room. Akhtar, Neeraj, we are all here. We're just checking your no issues in going to your breakout rooms. I'll also come, Harsh. Let me also join up.
Hello, Samir.
Hello.
Yeah, Samir, I'll just assign you to the Yangpoo breakout room.
Sure. How do I get in?
I'll assign you. I'll just assign you. You will be redirected.
Okay. I was getting logged out. That's why I got worried.
Sure. No, I'll just assign you there.
Hi, Dr. Samir, are you here?
He's been redirected. I've moved him to Yangpoo. He's in the room now.
Okay. You can, I think, stop recording this. We have to go with this.